Hello everyone. Last time we have explained about the first two marine forms with respect to their harvesting methods such as Harpodon nereus and Rastraliger canagrota, commonly called as Bombay duck and Indian mackerel respectively. Today we are going to explain the third type of marine forms of fishery importance, that is pearl oysters. Pearl oysters are economically very important bivalves because they have ability to produce high quality pearls as a gems. Pearl oysters belongs to genus Pinctada under family Pteridae of the class Bivalvia. Following are the some of the important species found in Indian waters: Pinctada vulgaris, Pinctada fucata, Pinctada chimtiji, and Pinctada sugillata. Pinctada vulgaris is a common oyster distributed in Gulf of Kutch, Gulf of Mannar, and the Pak Bay. Some are distributed in Persian Gulf, Red Sea, and Sri Lanka. A large number of mollusks are found on the land and in the water reservoirs like seas, freshwater, and brackish water. They are used for food, for sales, and the pearl industries. So there are different type of molluscans occurring in a different water reservoirs such as marine water, fresh water, or the brackish water resources, and they are used for the food purpose or so as to get shells and the pearls from them. Pearl producing molluscan is called as pearl oysters. So there are two type of oysters, that is pearl oysters and the edible oysters. So some oysters or the bivalves are used as a food, and some oysters or the bivalves are used for the production of pearls. So pearl producing molluscan is called as pearl oyster. Pearl is a white, highly shining, globular calcareous product found within the shell of an oyster or the bivalve. It is also called as moti or muktafal. It have medicinal value for doctors, but the pearls are the attraction for the ladies and the gents. So the pearl oysters or the bivalves, which are belonging to phylum Mollusca, family Pteridae, genus Pinctada, and there are some species, important species of the genus Pinctada, such as Pinctada vulgaris, Pinctada fucata, Pinctada chimtiji, and Pinctada sugillata are the some common genus or species of the pearl oysters are used for the pearl culture or for the production of pearls, among which Pinctada vulgaris is a common oyster and which is distributed in Gulf of Kutch, Gulf of Mannar, and the Pak Bay, and some are distributed in Persian Gulf, Red Sea, and the Sri Lanka. A large number of mollusks which are found on the land and in the water reservoirs such as seas, freshwater, and the brackish water, and are used for the purpose of either food or sales or the for the pearls or pearl industries. Pearl producing molluscan is called as pearl oyster. Pearl is a white, highly shining, globular calcareous product found within the shell of an oyster or the bivalves. It is also called as moti or muktafal, and it has medicinal value for the doctors, but pearls are the attraction for the ladies and gents. Now we'll explain the method of pearl formation in a bivalve mollusk organism. Pearl formation is an interesting but accidental phenomenon for the protection against foreign invaders or the parasites such as sand grain, small broken twigs of the seaweeds, or an insects accidentally entering the body of the oyster or the bivalve, which adheres or attach to a part of mantle cavity. So pearl formation is the interesting and an accidental mechanism for the protection against the foreign antigen or the foreign invaders or the parasites like sand grain or small broken twig of the weeds or of an insects accidentally which are entering the body of the bivalves, which adheres or get attached to the part of mantle cavity where actual pearl is formed bodily by the bivalves or the pearl oysters. So pearl formation is actual natural phenomenon. Pearl formation is actually the natural phenomenon or the mechanism occurring in the bivalve mollusk as a protection against foreign invaders or the foreign antigens such as parasites, sand grains or the small broken twigs of the plants, and also the insects which are entering into the body cavity of the oysters or the bivalves, which then get attached to the mantle wall where actually the pearl is produced by the bivalve as a response of foreign antigen or the foreign invader like sand grain or parasites or the small aquatic insects or maybe small broken twigs of the seaweeds. Now these are the diagrams representing different species of the pearl oysters such as Pinctada margaritifera, Pinctada chemtiji and Pinctada phucata. So once the foreign antigen or a foreign invader or a sand particle. So whatever the foreign substance or foreign antigen or the material, either in the form of parasite or the sand grain or the some insects, when get entry into the body of the pearl oysters, which get attached to the mantle wall or the body wall of the bivalve mollusk. The mantle epithelium the mantle epithelium at once encloses it like a sac and starts to secrete a concentric nacre layer around it from defense point of view and completely encloses it gradually. So this is what the actual mechanism of the immune system or the protection of the body of bivalve mollusk or the pearl oysters. So once the foreign antigen like sand particle or any other insect or parasite or maybe a plant material when gets entry into the body of bivalve mollusk or the pearl oyster, it get attached to the mantle epithelium or the mantle wall. So mantle epithelium or the mantle wall encloses it like a sac and starts to secrete a concentric nacre layer around it from defense point of view so as to enclose it, so as to completely enclose it gradually. Nacre is secreted continuously by the epithelial layer of the mantle or the secretory cells or the secretory layer of the mantle epithelium. So nacre layer or nacre is secreted continuously or regularly by the epithelial layer of the mantle wall, and that is a secretory layer and produces secretory layer or the glandular cells of the secretory layer produces calcium carbonate and quincholine. So these are the two substances or the components secreted by the mantle epithelium or the secretory layer of the mantle epithelium in the form of nacre. Nacre is a layer or nacre is a homogeneous coat. Nacre is thus a homogeneous coat secreted by the mantle epithelium and it consists of calcium carbonate and the quincholine. And this get deposited the nacre layer or the substance of the nacre secreted by the mantle epithelium or secretory layer of the mantle epithelium get deposited onto the foreign antigen or the foreign substance or around the foreign particle. So the nacre layer get deposited homogeneously around the foreign particle in the form of several layers, several layers, and ultimately the pearl is formed. This is natural phenomenon, but now purposely sand grains or the glass beads are injected in the mantle wall, and animals, that is pearl oysters, are forced to form the pearl is called as cultured pearl. So this is what actual the purpose of the pearl industry for the production of the pearls. So the pearl formation is a natural phenomenon to fight against or to neutralize or to combat the harmful effect of the foreign particle or foreign antigen as a mechanism or as a phenomenon of the immune system or the immunity of the pearl oysters. So this is natural phenomenon to fight against or to neutralize the harmful effect of the foreign antigen in the body of pearl oyster. But now, intentionally or purposefully, the sand grains or the glass beads are injected in the mantle cavity of the pearl oysters, and pearl oysters are forced to form or to produce the pearl is called as cultured pearl. By this method, pearls are obtained on a large scale, and hence pearl industries are formed in the countries. So, by this method, pearls are obtained on large scale, and hence the pearl industries are developed uh, in various countries. Japan is ranking first in a production of pearl. Japan is ranking first in a production of pearls. For this, pearl oysters are collected and reared in cages. Then foreign particles are inserted in the mantle, and the cages are suspended in water, and pearls are cultured in the body of oysters. For the formation of pearls, 3 to 4 years are required. So this is what the method of formation of pearls by using the desired species of the pearl oysters. So for the production of pearls, for the purpose of production of pearls, the pearl oysters of the desired species are either collected or are reared, or the breeding activity of which can also be managed in a respective habitat so as to produce the large number of pearl oysters, or may be collected from their natural habitat and are reared in cages, and the foreign particles in the form of glass beads are inserted into the mantle cavity, and then the cages are suspended in the respective water habitat or its natural water habitat, and pearls are cultured in the body of oysters, and the pearls are cultured or formed in the body of pearl oysters. For the formation of pearls, 3 to 4 years are required. The next point is harvesting of the pearls. Pearls are harvested in the month of December to February after the completion of 3 years of the insertion of nucleus or the foreign particle in the body of pearl oyster. Pearl oysters are harvested from the sea, and the pearls are taken out from the shell. The method of pearl harvesting is as following. The oysters are collected by divers and are auctioned in the lots of 1,000 oysters in a natural condition. Then they are allowed to rot for a few days, then opened and washed to collect the pearls contained in them. There are now many pearl fisheries. There are now many pearl fisheries on the coast of India. Naturally occurring pearls may be small or large, smooth and of a fine luster, and fetching or providing high prices. So, regarding the harvesting of pearls, we'll repeat the same things. Pearls are harvested or obtained, the pearls are obtained or harvested generally in the month of December to February. After the completion of 3 years, after the completion of 3 years of the insertion of nucleus or the foreign particles in the body of pearl oysters. The pearl oysters are harvested from the sea. The pearl oysters are obtained or harvested from the sea, and the pearls are taken out from the shell. The method of pearl harvesting is as following. The oysters are collected by divers and are auctioned in lots of 1,000 oysters in a natural condition. Then they are allowed to rot for a few days, then opened and washed to collect the pearls contained in them. There are now many pearl fisheries on the coast of India. Naturally occurring pearls may be small or large, smooth and of fine luster and fetching high prices. So this is the diagram representing the stages of the pearl formation. So in a primary stage we can see the diagram shows the mantle wall consisting of ciliated epithelium, then nacre, then follows the connective tissue and possessing nacre secreting cells, and the foreign body, that is foreign antigen, may be a glass bead or a sand grain which have entered into the body cavity or mantle cavity, from where it get attached to the mantle wall, from where there is an invagination. In a second stage, progressive stage, in an advanced stage, you can see the nacre secreting cells which forming a sac-like invagination and enclosing the sand grain or the foreign body into the mantle wall. And then in a third figure you can see the sand grain or the glass bead which have now taken or uh, inside into the mantle wall. There is a formation of a nacre layer around the sand grain to form a pearl. So the this is a quite simple mechanism as a immune response to the foreign antigen or the foreign substance by the pearl oyster. But the components secreted around the foreign substance or the sand grain or the parasite or any insect around their body, that is the secretion of nacre layer, and this nacre layer consisting of calcium carbonate and organic substance, that is conchiolin, which forms a shining glistening uh, coat, shining glistening coat having the attractive look as that of pearl, that is having shining glistening appearance, which is formed or secreted in the form of a homogeneous nacre coat around the foreign antigen or the sand grain, and thus within a period of 2 to 3 years uh, the pearls are formed in the mantle wall of the pearl oyster. So this is a quite simple mechanism, that is a method of production of the pearl. So for this purpose, the uh, the farmer or the pearl culturist can obtain or can culture and rear the desired species of the pearl oyster in a small tank containing respective type of water, or maybe brackish water or sea water in a small tank, where the desired number of the uh, particular species of pearl oysters are kept in the tank or a small tank, and which are then fed by the uh, desired number, maybe 1,000, 5,000 number of glass beads with a desired size uh, is allowed or is added in the particular tank. So ultimately the pearl oysters will engulf these glass beads from the water or the respective tank, and after insertion of all the foreign antigens or the glass beads or the sand grains, whatever the material with a desired size uh, is engulfed completely by the by whales, after which they are kept in the cages and released back into the respective habitat, that is in a sea water, and allowed to grow further for the period of 2-3 years in the cages. So ultimately at the end of 2-3 years, all these glass beads or the sand grains are transformed into the pearls in the mantle wall of the pearl oysters. So this passes through the series of stages, that is A, B and C. So at first the glass beads get entry into the mantle cavity, from where they get attached to the mantle wall, and then mantle epithelium or the mantle wall, which enclose it by forming the invagination and taking completely into the mantle wall or mantle tissues. And then the nacre secreting layer secretes the substance of pearl in the form of calcium carbonate and the conchiolin, which will give a shining glistening appearance to the homogeneous coat of the nacre secreted around the sand grain or the glass beads in the mantle wall. And there are large number of successive concentric nacre layers are secreted around the sand grain or the glass bead or the foreign particle, and ultimately within a period of 2-3 years the pearls are formed in the mantle wall in the pearl oyster. So these are the stages of the pearl formation in the pearl oysters. Then induced pearl formation is profitable. So the pearls are formed in the body of pearl oysters as a natural phenomenon of the immune response against the entry of foreign antigen. But nowadays there are several several country like Japan, Australia, Philippines, including India, there are a large number of fishery culturists or the farmers which are uh, producing or getting involved in the practice of the pearl culture uh, to produce the induced pearl. So induced pearl formation is profitable because the induced pearl formation is a profitable profession or the industry or a pearl culture, because the desired number and desired size of the pearl can be obtained through the implementation of the induced pearl culture technique. Induced pearl culture technique is profitable because the desired number of pearls and desired size of the pearls can be obtained in a induced or cultured pearl culture technique or a profession. But in a natural habitat, the pearls obtained, the naturally produced pearls may have variable size, shape, and will thus not may get the desired size and number of the pearls uh, uh, in the natural condition or the naturally produced pearl. But induced pearl formation is profitable. Japan, Australia, Philippines, and many other countries, including India, are using the induced pearl culture techniques nowadays. The oyster farm training and pearl culture technique is given to the scientists and technicians by Central Marine Fisheries Research Institute. The training, the oyster farm training and pearl culture techniques is given to the scientists and the technicians or even to the farmers by Central Marine Fisheries Research Institute. Composition of pearl. Pearl constitutes water, organic matter. Organic matter is in the form of conchiolin. So water is 2.4%. The pearl constitutes water and organic matter. Water is up to 2.4%, organic matter 3.5 to 5.9%, calcium carbonate 90% and residue 0.1 to 0.8%. So these are the various components present in the pearl. So pearl constitutes water and organic matter. Pearl constitutes mainly water and organic matter. Water is up to 2.4%. Organic matter, that is like conchiolin, 3.5 to 5.9%. 3.5 to 5.9%. Calcium carbonate is 90%. So pearl contains calcium carbonate, that is a hard calcareous substance in the form of calcium carbonate, up to 90% and residue up to 0.1 to 0.8, that is up to 1%. So this is what about the composition of the pearl. So with this uh, we'll stop here. Thank you.